I got very unlucky and oh, not this shit again. Oh, okay. I need to okay. Maybe that'll be uh a a continued way to fix dog. No, no. Okay. You're Jesus Christ. Just give me a fucking second. Oh my God. Okay. Here. I love that their tail grows. Okay, we good now? I think we're good now. Okay, maybe that will be a consistent way to fix that. Anyway, hello. I got very unlucky in my aging process because I managed to hit the very small chance of being requested for jury duty within like the first year that it's even possible for me for United States citizen to be requested for jury duty. So I have that coming up within the next soon, not today, but soon. Next episode that I record, maybe I'll record another one today, but I'll talk about it then, probably at least a little bit. Um, Thankfully, it's not on a work day. If it was on a work day, well, it wouldn't be the worst because it's early in the morning, but it's still after when I get off of work. But it's not like it's only like an hour after I get off from works, or maybe even like 45 minutes depending on the day. So like I wouldn't even have time to like get home and like put on my casual clothes. I wouldn't even have time to do that if it was on a work day. So thankfully, it's not on a work day though. Well, it's getting night. I don't know if this is where I'm gonna settle down. I don't know at all. I might look around a bit more, but at least I'm gonna make a little hole here. There you go, door. That's all I need. Yeah, I mean, I like this area, but I don't know. I don't like the exposed stone. I know it doesn't matter, but it matters to me, okay? Um, I'm gonna, I have, I have like, oh, sorry, my voice is so fried. Give me a second. Oh my God. Ugh. I don't know why my voice is so fucking fried. Um, I don't know. I either the, I'm gonna dedicate this episode to genres because I've been thinking about it. Okay, that's kind of you probably hear that and you're like, what the fuck are you even talking about? I don't know if it's because I'm neurodivergent. Well, I don't know. I'm not like diagnosed neurodivergent, but my sister has autism. My people in my family definitely have autism. So like there's a pretty high, oh, there's swamp. No, swamp did not exist on 1.7. Anyway, there's a very, very, very high chance I'm at least a little bit on the spectrum. But I don't know if it's because of that, but I fucking love codifying things into genres. Like it just makes discoverability so much easier. Alongside, like it just provides an avenue, like a very easy avenue to like reflect on the history of things, you know? And I think it's very important. And I think people don't like genres because they feel like they have to like keep up with them, but it's just not the case at all, you know? It's for us motherfuckers who want to. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But anyway, the thing that I know least about is film genres. Um, because like I'm still like level one. I'm still like level one film enjoyer. Um, yeah, because I mean like I grew up watching films. Um, like when I was a child, but like once I reached like I don't know, like age like 11, like I haven't really been into films for the past like 10 years. Meanwhile, I've been hella into music, obviously. I'm like a level 10 music enjoyer, and then I'm like a level 9 video game enjoyer, including like knowledge of its history, that is. Um, Like film, I'm like a level like 3 enjoyer. Um, I don't know much about film history. I know like there was new Hollywood or something in the 1960s. I know, and I know Andy Warhol. He made a film. Sorry, my voice is so fried. I don't know why at all. Maybe I should drink water. He made a film where he filmed the Empire State Building. I know he did that. He also drew a banana. That guy's pretty cool. Well, he was. He's dead. He's very dead. I think he's been dead for a long time. But like, I don't know. Like video games, I know like all like when I think about how much I know about video games and music, it doesn't feel like I know a lot, but I definitely know a lot, especially with video games. With music, the thing is with music is that most of what I listen to is like SoundCloud artists with like 200 followers. So my knowledge of music is extremely obscure knowledge, but like I don't know shit about like Taylor Swift or like Madonna or like Charlie Puth. I don't know. AC/DC. I don't know like anything about like popular music. Well, like I know some things. Popular rap music I know more about, but like popular pop music or like popular fucking rock music, no, I don't know shit about any of that. So it just kind of depends for music. With video games, I feel like I'm knowledgeable about just like the whole history of it, including contemporary games, retro games, systems going back to fucking the 1970s. I guarantee you that I've played more Fairchild Channel F games than the average person. Does that make me better than the average person? Yeah, of course. It's a Fairchild Channel F, but that stands for Channel Fun. It's very interesting how video games were like perceived in the 1970s and when they were first becoming like a medium. They were seen as like the evolution of television. Like they were seen as like you controlling your television. And well, especially in like the 70s and like the 60s when like mass media was very like people were very scared of mass media. Turns out they were right to be scared of it. But they were scared that like there were like TV channels that like the government has, and it's like, oh, the government controls what you watch, and then you know in the future they're just all going to be sheeple to the government. Well, it turns out that's kind of a little bit what happened. But so for instance, when video games came onto the market, they were seen as like, oh, this is like a really great evolution to like put you back into control of what you do on your television, and it's not other people controlling what you watch and what you can watch and when you watch it. You can just play it. Now it's seen as obviously an entirely different medium, just controlled on the same screen. But obviously, video games and television live in harmony as two different art forms. It's kind of like how when 3D platformers were coming about, with Mario 64 and whatever, 2D platformers were just like seen as old shit for like a decade until they brought it back in the mainstream, at least with New Super Mario Brothers, which I think I will play on this channel just because it's a chill game. Ooh, clay. You know what? I think I can. I think I should get some of that. Where was I going with that? Yeah. So I think what really has been interesting to me lately has been the history of CRPGs. Because okay, we go back to the 1970s. You've got D&D, and like the advent of D&D and tabletop RPGs, very, very influential to all culture. Well, popular culture, of course, but especially video games. Especially, I mean, we still use HP, the abbreviation from D&D, so clearly. well, you know, I don't know if D&D invented the term um, HP, but you know, that's what gained its popularity, of course. But yeah, very influential, especially video games, and how like CRPGs came to be, and like how, for instance, the term roguelike, like rogue, like the fact that there's roguelites or roguelikes before rogue existed, because roguelikes are just, well, in the traditional sense, like a traditional roguelike, they're just tabletop RPGs adapted. This is very beautiful, by the way. Adapted pretty linearly into a video game format. You know what? I think maybe I could. I don't know. I don't really fuck with the sand. Maybe that's stupid, but I'm looking for a good place, you know? Um, but it was adapted pretty linearly into the video game format from tabletop RPG. So that's why you have like that one Apple II roguelike that came out in 1979 with Rogue, of course, coming out in 1980. But it's just because Rogue was just a tabletop RPG. But whenever tabletop RPGs were adapted more fluidly into video game format, they became not roguelikes because you can save your game, etc. Like if in traditional tabletop RPGs, you know, in old school D&D, AD&D, stuff like that, if you die, your run's over. Like your character dies, and that's like, you know, the whole thing with roguelikes, but that's just what a tabletop RPG is. So that's like it's just very interesting to me. And I do want to play on this channel. I want to play like the first RPGs. I want to go back and play like Ultima, the one that came before Ultima, like Algarath or something. I want to play, of course, that one Apple II RPG. I want to play Rogue. I want to play all those because I think I love like old D&D. I love AD&D, and I mean it's a very faithful adaptations of that genre, tabletop RPGs. And I really love it. And you know, that goes on into, oh, then you've got, you know, normal RPGs without, you know, with save, or normal RPGs, what we would call now. You know, you can save your game. You know, you eventually got turn-based RPGs. You know, if you think like Pokemon, obviously you had turn-based RPGs before that for like a decade, but well, like actually, Rogue is technically a turn-based RPG, I guess, but it's not really what you would think of when you think turn-based RPG. At least not what I would think of when I think turn-based RPG. Um, but you know, you got JRPGs, um, with a more linear um, approach to the RPG landscape, as opposed to like how Western ones were going. Um, you know, you had dungeon crawlers. I think dungeon crawlers is dungeon crawlers are one of the most like interesting um things to me. Of course, because I love them. They're like one of my favorite genres ever. Um, but it's interesting, the nomenclature, because the thing is with genres is, of course, the nomenclature for them has to be like in use. With dungeon crawlers, and you know, there's a plethora of different genres that this would apply to, but the one that I've noticed the most is dungeon crawler. Um, Dungeon crawler and like traditional TTRPG, tabletop RPG, like context is just like, you know, a campaign where you're going through a dungeon, you're crawling through the dungeon. Okay, its roots are very clearly in RPGs. Um, and at the beginning, from what I understand, dungeon crawlers were used to describe a specific type of RPG, which now I personally just like to call them dungeon crawlers, which is confusing, as I'll outline. Um, but the kind of like descriptive name, which I don't like the name of, but it's stuck a little bit. I mean, it's still not super in use, which is why it's an issue. Oh god, I circled back around. Which is why it's an issue, but is Blobber. Um, and you know, Dungeon Crawler was used to describe these Blobber RPGs. They're like turn-based, usually turn-based. I can't. The only action Blobber I can think of is that one in UFO 50. But that's like very a very big outlier. For the most part, they're all turn-based. Um, but like turn-based RPGs where you play in a first-person view, like as the character or the group of characters, which is how it got its name, Blobber. Because on the map it just looks like a little blob. Um, which I don't like the name, but that's what they call it. Um, I didn't come up with it. If I did, I don't know what I would call them. I just call them dungeon crawlers, and I would create a different name for the general concept of it. But anyway, yeah. So it's confusing that people refer to those as dungeon crawlers. Those first-person RPGs where you go through a dungeon like screen by screen, and like you press forward and it just like cuts to the next screen. Think Shin Megami Tensei, or just Megami Tensei actually. Think Megami Tensei. Think Etrian Odyssey, think more contemporaneously, think Lord of Grimrock, stuff like that. But dungeon crawler is also used as a term to describe the general concept of dungeon crawling, not just in RPGs, but in video games as a whole. For instance, people refer to The Binding of Isaac as a dungeon crawler, when it's clearly not a blobber RPG. People use it to refer to Dark Cloud, when it's not a blobber RPG. That is an RPG, but it's not a blobber. People use dungeon crawler to refer to mystery dungeon games. You know, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, whatever. Fugashi no Dungeon. I think I played that on the Super Nintendo. It was very good. Well, not like I think I played it as, and I don't remember how I played it, but I don't remember if that's the name of it. I think it's Fushigi no Dungeon. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Anyway, people refer to those as dungeon crawlers, even though they're not the blobber, but in casual speak, people refer to both as dungeon crawlers, and it bugs the hell out of me. Also, the name blobber sucks because it's based on the fact that pretty much all of the original blobbers were all like party based. So you would play as a group of, or as a party, and your party would look like a blob on the map, which is why it's called blobbers. But there are thousands of blobbers where you just play as one character. So the name originating from the fact that you're playing as multiple characters makes no fucking sense. Because it's not a requirement to be a blobber. You can just, you can only be one character if you want. But yeah, it's interesting. It's very interesting. But that's all for video. I guess now that I started with video games, I'll continue on video games. I also have a lot to say about music genres. But for video games, MMO is also a very interesting term. Because I see people apply the term MMO to games like... What? I have a zoom key? Okay, well that's the fog key. How did I just zoom? Oh shit, I have a zoom key. I didn't know that. Okay. I'm trying to get my fog right again. Definitely not that. Probably the furthest one. Okay. Yeah, I've seen people apply the term MMO RPG to games like Atlas, which isn't true. It's just an online RPG. But MMORPGs aren't just like online RPGs. They have like specific mechanics, which are very, very hard to define. But like if you play one, they're very obvious what they are. But like I just don't know how to put it into words. Also, this is very pretty. Maybe I'll build it here. Maybe I'll build here. But yeah, I do love MMORPGs. I played a lot of Final Fantasy XI, which is not an MMORPG that you hear people mention, because it got superseded by Final Fantasy XIV, which is an RPG that you hear people mention. Final Fantasy XI kind of like regressed into the sidelines because it was a pre-WoW RPG, pre-World of Warcraft, which if you know, or a pre-World of Warcraft MMORPG, which if you know anything about the history of MMORPGs, World of Warcraft was kind of like the breaking point in terms of mechanics. Like, World of Warcraft was the first MMORPG where you get EXP for completing quests. Well, I don't know if it was the first, but it was pretty much the first. It was the first big one. Like, they weren't really doing that shit before then. Maybe there was like one before that, but you know, it was the first one to be doing that shit. Ooh. You know, I like this area. Okay. I'm digging this area. Okay. Alright. Yeah, sure. I'm digging this area. WoW was like the first game where you got MMORPG, sorry, where you got EXP from quests. So for instance, in Final Fantasy XI, the only way to gain EXP and level up your character is by killing enemies. So grinding was a massive part of MMORPGs. Like if you played Final Fantasy XIV and you think grinding is a big part of that game, you are a sweet summer child or whatever, because holy shit. In Final Fantasy XI, you constantly have to grind killing enemies to like progress in the game. It's required for progression, basically. Meanwhile, in Final Fantasy XIV, you get hella XP from completing quests, and you get... Oh, I heard a coffee grinder. It scared the shit out of me. Yeah. So you progress through the game like you would a normal RPG, not MMORPG, as though you have to grind. Which, of course, you have to grind in JRPGs usually, but in MMORPGs, it was a lot more than JRPGs. Just on the surface level of grinding. But yeah, so Final Fantasy XI is very outdated, but it gives it its charm, and I really love it. I really do love it. I played like 200 hours of it, so. I played more Final Fantasy XIV than it, though now. I played like 300 hours of 14. I'm probably done for the foreseeable future. I don't know. I'm rocking with single player games right now. Hello, sheep. Oh, the other main thing that I really don't know what I want to build. So, here's the thing. I want to build a castle. Because of course I do. It's fucking beta Minecraft. That's like what everyone does. But the thing is that I want to also have a house. I want to build a village, right? You know? I want to build a village. But I have not planned out anything at all for what I want to do. Which is maybe a little bit of an issue. I'll think about it while I'm yapping. Sorry. Another very interesting topic in video game genres for me is shoot 'em ups. So there's different ways to interpret what a shoot 'em up is. For me, personally, I've always interpreted the term shoot 'em up to refer to vertical and side-scrolling shooters, where typically you control like an aircraft. Just to give you an idea of what I mean, you don't always have to be, but that's kind of what I've always interpreted shoot 'em ups as. But I've also seen people, and I think the more wider interpretation of shoot 'em ups is like also includes stuff like run and gun games like Contra, and also includes like Asteroids and Space Invaders. Sorry, I'm stretching, but I never would have like, I never would have counted those as shoot 'em ups personally. Like for me, the term is pretty limited to stuff like bullet hells and non-bullet hells that are like bullet hells, in the terms of vertical shooters. But yeah, I've seen people kind of group run and guns and stuff like that underneath it. Which does make sense if you think about it. They are very very similar. Like in term, like I've always just called those shooters, but I or like gone under shooter instead of shoot 'em up. But I guess they are shoot 'em ups. Can't think of any reason they're not. But then like stuff like I don't know, stuff like Cuphead would be a shoot 'em up, which doesn't. I guess it feel like it just by my definition that I think in my head, shoot 'em ups are just like vertical shooters, and horizontal shooters, but not horizontal like Cuphead, because you know Cuphead's a running gun. Well, anyway, I want to build. So I could build like a theme or something. Like I could make like a fishing town or like a mining town or like a I don't got anything other than those. I could, something like that. You know what I mean? I think I could do a fishing town. That sounds kind of chill. Well, the first thing when I think of fishing town is that I think of that one fishing town in Bloodborne, which isn't the vibe that I want to go for, sadly. I don't think I could really. No, I could probably achieve it in beta. It would be difficult, but I think I could with enough effort. Now music genres. I don't know. I'm kind of tired about talking about genres. What has been interesting me in music genres? I don't know. I'm done talking about genres for now. What else do I want to talk about? Let's see. What did I write down? I think that more people need to listen to stuff quietly. Now, what do I mean by this? For instance, when I'm going to sleep, I put on like YouTube or whatever. I put it on very quietly, because I found that a very easy way to like make yourself fall asleep is to play something quiet and like focus on it, and that will lead to your brain, I guess, becoming tired or something like that. But yeah, just like focusing on like the very quiet audio helps me sleep. But I think more people just need to turn down what they're listening to by like 10%. For instance, if I'm listening to something and I'm like, okay, this is too quiet, I need to turn it up because it's too quiet. If I just leave it at that volume, in like 60 seconds, my ears will get used to it, and that what used to be quiet will sound normal now. And if I turn it up, then it'll sound loud. Meanwhile, if I turned it up before, then it would sound normal. So I think more people need to listen to stuff quiet. It's probably good for like your ear health or something to not listen to stuff loud, probably. I mean, I would say that's pretty true, but I don't know. Maybe helps you take things slower. I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna look into like fishing village, like examples, like in real life, and see if I can get like inspiration from that. Not yet, but soon. Soon indeed. After I clean up this area a bit more. I do have a lot of like pretty old, well, not like super old. They're maybe like 3 years old videos. I have like a handful like privated on my YouTube that I think are very interesting. I have like hour and a half long Doom videos where I just talk about like kind of like not like contemporary politics, like American politics, but kind of like political theory. not like super deep or anything, but just like surface level stuff. And it's very interesting to go back on. I don't think I'll ever like unprivate them, just because the time of my life that I was in. Um, but it's pretty interesting to look at. And so yeah, I have a handful of like I played Doom. I did record a bit of like RimWorld. Well, actually, some of that, and especially, well, if you go back and you look at like my old videos from like October of last year, those were all streams. And you know, that's kind of like the play for modern YouTube Let's Players is to stream their shit and then upload like segments of the stream to YouTube as a Let's Play, which makes a lot of sense, obviously. And I did that for a bit in October, but I kind of grew tired of it because the thing is with streams is that I just feel like, well, one, it doesn't work with my schedule anymore because I'm not going to stream for like just an hour. If I streamed, I would do it for like 3 hours, but that doesn't work in my schedule anymore. But even if it did, and the reason I switched like when I was recording normally like 5 months ago is that I just love to just be able to just like go piss and I can just pause the recording. I can't just like pause a stream, you know? Like I love to just be able to just like take a break. Like I can't really take a break when I'm streaming. Like I need to be able to take a break. So that's kind of why I don't stream anymore. But my earlier videos like Cry of Fear, Dredge, World of Horror, those were all streamed. I think I'm gonna look into fishing, like fishing villages. Let's see. What should I look up? I'm gonna look up. I don't know if I should share what I'm showing. I'm just scared of Google. Um, fishing village. What was I? Oh, medieval. Think there's many medieval fishing villages? Let's search minus AI just in case. I didn't see anything, but I remembered that I should be scared. Oh, look, there's Minecraft fishing dock tutorial. Um, there's a lot of Minecraft for some reason. Yeah, most. I'm just examining. I'm just examining. I'm not sure how I would do the um walkways because they're very like wooden boards, but I'm not sure the best way to do that in beta. Oops. Hmm. Hmm. I definitely gotta have a church. That feels like the most medieval fucking thing you could possibly do. Is to have a church. Maybe. Damn, I don't know. I don't know what I want to build. Um, hmm. I don't know where the thing is, I'm bad at starting builds, you know? Like I don't fucking know where I want to start this off. Ugh. Okay. So we have water. We have water on either side. That'd be like a cool place for like a pathway. And then maybe have like a water mill there. And then like a area for fishing here. But I want like a house. I feel like that's the first thing I want to do. And I feel like I don't like building. I'm not good at building houses yet, like in the open. I'm good at building them when they're like built a bit into like a wall or like a mountain rather. And I think maybe I should build my house back here because this gives me a view right into the lake. I get to build a little bit on the mountain. Yeah, I think I'll build it here. So what do I want to build for my house? Fuck, I'm gonna be honest, I don't fucking know. I think, you know what I'm gonna do actually? to pull some inspiration, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if I can look for screenshots of my old beta worlds, because I had some pretty fucking cool builds in my old beta worlds. These trees are the fucking worst. I actually kind of wish I kept it now. Yeah, I do wish I kept this tree, actually. Oops. Oh, but now it's like halfway cut. Okay, no, I gotta cut it down. I gotta cut it all the way down. Sorry. I'll keep this one. I do think I do want some of these, like, big trees. Usually I just leave them all, but this one's just a little bit too in the way of me trying to think here. God damn it. Okay, that should be good now. Is that all decaying? Maybe? Yeah, okay. So let's see. Where would I have those screenshots? Would they still be in my computer somewhere? I don't think so. Here, let me check folder. First of all, let me check the instance that this is in. So if I go to .local share, what Prism launcher? I do use Prism launcher to run Babric. Okay, let's see. Where's the screenshots folder? Maybe in instances here, Minecraft screenshot. No, nothing in there. I do have screenshots of this other one. What the fuck was I doing here? Oh, I was playing on Meloncraft. Okay. Okay, I don't have any in there. I might have some in my screenshots folder. Because I do have a Minecraft screenshots folder. And because I run like a lot of different instances of Minecraft. So my screenshots are kind of all over the place, but I think I kind of tried to aggregate them a bit into one folder. But I don't know. I have to check. And it takes forever to load because there's 2,000 fucking screenshots dating back to 2019. One place I could look is my friend's DMs. I definitely have some screenshots in here. I think I made a folder at one point, like a Google Drive folder. Let's see. I don't remember when I first played beta with my friend. I had like a, oh wait. Maybe I found it. My friend said, send me screenshots of the beta world. I didn't take a lot. Oh, yes, here we go. I made the Google Drive. Let's see if this works. It does! Okay. Do I have these in my screenshot folder? Is now what I want to see. So this was what? October of 2018? October 8th, roughly? It looks like I do. Yeah, I do. Okay. So I'll show these. Let's see. Where does this start? I think probably starts October 3rd. Yes. No. It starts here. Okay. So let's show this here. Can I full screen this? Nope, I cannot full screen it. Maybe I can. Oh, there we go. Oh, but it shows it. Okay, there we go. So this is the inside of just our little. Yeah, this was the area that we were building at. Yeah, I think this was beta 1.0. Yeah, so this was our little house inside the mountain. The area is the house. Mining. Put a little skylight in. This was like what, 2020? So yeah, this was like 5 years ago. Yeah, you can see down at the bottom here, we were starting to build like a staircase up to it. Yeah, here we started adding some flowers, added like a little waterfall, added a roof. See the roof coming into shape there. Here I started building a cactus farm, I believe. Yep. Chest room. Started building a chest room. Started building down for more area of chest. Yes, here you get to see the idea of what we were building here. stairs that go down the cactus farm here. This is kind of like the general area. Um, they kept just spawning infinite pickaxes because it was really easy to do. It was funny. Um, yeah, and then yeah, like weird little stone monuments here. The house is pretty much finished there. Cactus farm in progress. This the house, of course. Looks very lovely. Cheap. Very off-center cactus farm, but did that. Um, oh, this is. Look, this was consensual, by the way. I forgot it. Okay, I don't. I need to. Okay, here we go. Yes, back into here, back into the chest room, cactus farm, awesome golem. I was mining this to remake it with better dimensions and also make it going downward instead of upward. Yeah, chest room. This is where I was building down for the cactus farm. Yeah, this is layer 1, then you go down the ladder and there's layer 2. Waterfall. Cactus farm without no cactuses. Then here I was building the grid for the cactuses. Yep, they're coming along. This was our little area. This was the top of the cactus farm where you can look down through the glass at the cactuses. And we like lined the ceiling with cactuses there. So anyway, here we're building down and we're building like a little passageway through the wall. Yeah, here we go. You can see like we're building like a little hallway there that goes along here. Here's where our mine was. We made a little mine, little nether portal that didn't work. Mine's coming along. Another portal passageway. Waterfall. Pig. Here I was working on a tree farm. Oh yeah, made this look pretty. Yep, tree farm. Very asked to work with the water. Yeah, look at this area. Isn't it lovely? Yep. Greenhouse for the tree farm. And then I think I finished more of the maybe that was it? Maybe that's all we did? Yeah, I think that was all. Because this is all just normal ass Minecraft screenshots. Oh no, here we go. But no, this is a different world. But I don't remember playing on this world. Yeah, I do remember playing on this world. Okay. We only played for like a day. Because we lost the files for the other world and just wanted to play. But then we lost interest because, yeah, we lost it. I think we did kind of finish this house though. I totally forgot that we fucking played on this world. I made sure to take a lot of screenshots of that. Okay, I think so that was all for that world. Now for my single player world, I think that would have been last year. So let's see. Did I find it? Nope. Not here. These are all modern. Okay, I don't think I have any screenshots of my new world or my newer beta world in here. I remember what it looks like, but obviously I can't transport my thoughts, my picture thoughts into your brain. But it looked cool. Okay. So with that in mind, I'm gonna get rid of a few trees here. I'll eventually replant the trees like along the passageway or whatever. Okay. Here, wait, let's disconnect this so it can... Oh god, it's already nighttime again. Fucking hell. This is why I want a house, because I'm tired of fucking building like into the fucking wall over and over again. Here, I'll just build a fucking... Just so tonight's different than the other nights, I'm gonna build a dirt hut. Oh no. Oh, fucking hell. Okay. Stop. Oh, Jesus. Just let me fucking full screen. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Fuck. They're not letting me full screen. They're saying it's impossible to full screen. Can I change something in here? No. Okay, it works now for some reason. Fuck you. Okay. Just a very sad little hut. Well, that's even more sad because it's got different fucking materials on it. Here you go. Ah, I got a nightmare. Fuck. Oh, right. I think the mechanic is that your bed has to be like it's a glitch with like how no monsters can spawn, or like your bed has to be like within like 2 blocks of the outside or something. Okay, with that in mind, let's dig down a little bit. I think I can bypass it if I just dig down into here. Yep, okay. Ah, fuck. Yeah, so like you can't oh, why am I filling this in? Jesus Christ. Okay, hold on. You can't really build your like if you build a house and you put your bed on like near the exterior of the house, and like a monster could spawn like within 2 blocks outside the house, then you'll wake up in the middle of the night to a monster. I do remember that now. Okay. So yes, if I want it to be, come out here, I can build it like here. Now, what do I actually want to build for the house? The easiest way is to just start building. But I do want to... I did see a skeleton and it scared me. Okay, it died. Do you need leather for books? I don't remember, but I'll slaughter them anyway. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. So yeah, I just like come out here and it's like, wow, this is beautiful. And then I have my little house here. And you know, there could be a road that goes through here, I guess. Okay. So let's say, oh God, I have to build. Oh, I'm so fucking bad at building. Okay. Let's say I want my entrance, like, how far up do I want this? Maybe like up here? Like on this level? That seems decent, right? Like maybe like here? Okay. So if I have... Okay, please come here and just sit down, please. Okay. If I were to make a bunch of staircases, and then also I want a bunch of slabs. Yeah, that's a good place for a house. Okay. Now, what kind of design do I want to do for the house? That's a very, very good question. Do I want its vibe to be like a 2-door entrance or a 1-door entrance? What vibe am I feeling for the house? They have very different vibes. I'm feeling a one-door entrance type of vibe. Okay. With that in mind, let's say that this is the entrance. Door to signify. Okay, boom, entrance. So we'll build evenly until I think that it's too big. This is a decent size. With this size, I could fit one window on each, which I do like the look of. It's not very big on the inside, but this would just be the entrance of it. So I think maybe I'll stick to this size for now. Well, one more, and then go back. That is. Right? Oh, but then that fucks up. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess that would look fine. Right? I don't fucking know. Okay, let's just build. Here, let's see. Let's get a bit of glass. I want glass. Where's some sand? See, I cowered away from all the sand because it's kind of ugly, but now I fucking want it. Damn. That's like kind of poetic, I guess. Well, I don't need sand right now. Okay. Well, what I do want is... Ah, right. That's how it's going to look good. I do pillars here. Okay. I'm going to need some cobblestone. That is something I'm going to need. Which means I'm going to need to find a cave, kind of. Well, there's some sand here, so let's just grab this. Okay, here's a cave. Perfect. Okay. I do like sandstone, actually. I forgot I was in this version. Okay. I just get a bunch of cobblestone because I'll probably make like the floor out of cobblestone. I'm thinking. I mean, getting more iron is good, especially with how undurable your pickaxes and other tools are. Yes, I did forget the word tools. Do I have? Yes, here we go. 22. Yeah, I'm gonna need a lot. I'm gonna need a lot. Do I have time to record something else after this? What would I record after this? Would I do more Dolok Town? I don't know. I don't know if I have time. I guess we'll see. What else have I been thinking about? What else did I write down in my notes app? Let's see. I've been thinking a lot about media criticism. I try to go out of my way to not use words and language such as this. For instance, let's use a game, for example. For instance, I try not to say stuff like, oh, this game is bad. And honestly, even for the opposite, I try not to say stuff like this game is good. Though of course I still do say that a lot because it's just kind of like what you say. But you know, I try to look at things as sorry, my voice is still really fried. Instead of looking at stuff like, oh, this game is bad or this game is good, I look at it as I don't like or I don't enjoy playing it versus I do enjoy playing it. That's kind of how I try to That's kind of the spectrum that I try to keep by in my mind. Because I think, I mean, you know, it's an art form. I think saying that something is bad is just, or good is I don't know, like it just feels weird to say it about like a form of art. But then of course you're also like you're playing it, you're experiencing it. So yeah, you can say like, oh yeah, I enjoy the experience, or I didn't enjoy the experience. But it's just kind of something I think about a lot. And I try to stay like vigilant of, I guess. I don't really know how else to describe it. Especially with music, I don't really like a lot of like music like criticists, like for instance if they're like doing like a review of the album, they might say something like, "Oh, I wish this album did this instead of this," or you know, like, "Oh, I wish this instead of that," or whatever. And the thing is, for me, it's like I don't really think that way. I think if instead of thinking, "Oh, I wish this album did this differently," I think, okay, what do I wish the album did differently? And instead of wishing that the album did that differently, I would try to incorporate what I've learned into my own music, for instance. Or if you don't make music or, you know, make games or whatever, maybe you would try to find an album that does that. How you think how you enjoy it. I don't know. It's something I think about sometimes. So if we're thinking about flooring, I think cobblestone floor do go hard. So we have like a little cobblestone floor. Or I could do cobblestone walls, wooden floor. Yeah. Yeah, that's the vibe. That's the vibe. For sure. Especially if I'm going like medieval. That's hella the vibe. Okay, let's see. I do want to use this time, this nighttime, to place torches. But first, let's get this placed. Yeah, that's the vibe. Okay. And let's use this time to light up the area, because I like to light up the area when it's nighttime. I can easily see the difference in where torches need to be placed. I'll probably use like a full stack of torches. So I'll make 2 stacks. Oh, I have a headache. Fuck, I'm tired. I do admit though, 3-day weekend. It's so fucking nice. God damn. I did buy a few games. I bought the Humble Bundle Indie Likes and Lights bundle because I like Shovel Knight, and the Shovel Knight roguelike was in there alongside Crop Rotation, which I think looks cool. So I was like, all right, whatever, I'll get it. And then I bought, that was on sale, I bought 2 Boomer Shooters that looked cool. I'm not like, I mean, I like Boomer Shooters, but I'm not like their biggest fan. But I like them. I don't know. I think they're cool. And I bought Pseudo Regalia, which I think it's always kind of surprised me that I haven't played Pseudo Regalia. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I should just buy that. Oh, of course, my house already has a billion fucking creepers inhabiting it. Did I plant that sugarcane? I don't think I did. Oh, night is so fucking terrifying in beta. Oh, especially when you don't have food on you, I just realized. Oops. Okay. Let's try to not explode what little progress I've made here. Ah, you go fuck yourself. Jesus Christ. God damn it, leave me the hell alone. Am I safe behind me? I think so. Also, please don't explode my dog, too. That's kind of more what I'm worried about. I was never actually a big dog person until recently. Oh. I always just found them to be just too much, you know? Too much to deal with. But you know what? I've gone around to them. I like them. My partner has a cool dog. Chill ass dog. My sister has fucking crazy ass dogs and I love them. I really love how unique like every animal that I've gotten to know is. Like I have 2 cats and they're so fucking different from each other. It's crazy. And it's so like them, you know? Alright. Oh, little cave here? That's cool. Ah! Fucking hell. Okay. He really was a bitch for making them blend into the damn environment, too. Hello, cow. Why don't you make the cows green, fucker? Don't get the fuck out of the way, wolf. Jesus. Probably like name it or something. Oh my god. I forgot how fucking relentless the spawning rates were. Okay, you need to fuck off. Sorry, I'm locking in like crazy. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, let's just circle around. Oh. Oh, well, they're dying. Oh, you're dead as hell. You need to go away. Sit the fuck down. Just sit there, please. Oh my god, it gets up whenever I get attacked. That's why. Oh, I don't have a sword anymore. Fucking hell. Okay, let's circle back around to my chest. Okay, let's see. Do I have wood for this? Don't have birch wood, so that's kind of a bitch, but... Oh well. So fucking annoying. That one normal leaf there? Okay. Let's grab some food. Yeah, because I also need to feed him. Fucker. Sorry, that's mean. Can you fucking come here? Thank you. Do I have any birchwood in here? Of course not. Okay, well I'll just fucking cry about it then. Oh, just chopped on that one. That's fine. Oh, I don't have a sword. Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Okay, it's not a creeper at least, so. Oh, I don't even have my spawn point saved over here. Yeah, let's try not to fucking die, please. Where's my armor at? Oh, chill. Let's get my coordinates. There you go. There's my coordinates. In case I die. Okay. After ending this night, I'll end the episode. I just want to light up more of the area while I can. It is such a vibe. I love just like the 30,000 torches. It feels very Minecraft. Ow. Can you shoot the creeper? Can I get a music disc? Thanks. Oh, I didn't want to put it on the side of the block. I'm not a side of the block torch fan. I'm still being circled. Ooh, big cave there. This is fine. Don't worry about it. This is fine. But this is why I want to light it up. Look at how fucking dark it is in here. Okay, I end up using like 2 stacks. I'm glad I made 2 stacks. Well, my plan was to make 1 stack and use the stack and then keep the other stack just like, just like on me for future use, but oh well. Look, I went through that whole night. Just running about. Anyway, my hope is that by doing this, I can now spend the nights not in fear and instead in love. And I can build instead of hide. Okay. Where did that creeper go, though? It's gonna fucking sneak up behind me, and I'm gonna fucking cry. Okay, well. Let's chop down this tree. Oh, you fucker. Hold on. Okay. Okay, let's just fill this in and then on the episode. Well, okay. I don't know if I'm gonna record anything else today. If not, then I'll see you tomorrow. I guess it doesn't matter to you because you're watching this like 3 days, 2 days or so after I record it. I don't know. I think you'll be watching this on like Wednesday when it comes out. Today's what, like Sunday? Anyway, yeah. Okay. Bye.